What if I told you that right now, you could be slowly losing your vision without even realizing it? That's the frightening truth about glaucoma. It doesn't cause pain, it doesn't blur your sight overnight, and by the time most people notice something is wrong, the damage has already been done. Many people over 60 don't realize that glaucoma isn't just about genetics or bad luck. The real difference between losing your eyesight and preserving it often comes down to just 3 essential tests. When was your last eye exam? Has your doctor ever talked to you about an intraocular pressure test, optic nerve imaging, or a visual field test? If the answer is no, how would you even know whether glaucoma might already be affecting your eyes? In this video, I'll walk you through the 3 key tests that can detect glaucoma before it steals your sight, the very same exams that can help protect your vision for the rest of your life. You'll understand how each test works, what your results actually mean, and how they can be used together to catch glaucoma early, when it's still completely manageable. So stay with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to ask your eye doctor for, and how to take full control of your eye health after 60, before it's too late. Why glaucoma is a silent threat after 60. As we age, one of the biggest surprises isn't the silver hair or laugh lines, it's how quietly our eyes begin to change. After 60, millions of people face a hidden threat called glaucoma. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't blur vision overnight, and it rarely gives warnings. That's why it's known as the silent thief of sight. Many go about their daily lives, reading, driving, watching TV, until one day they realize part of their vision is gone. And once glaucoma causes vision loss, it can't be reversed. That's why prevention isn't just a good idea, it's essential to lifelong eye health. Glaucoma isn't one disease but a group of conditions that slowly damage the optic nerve, the pathway connecting your eyes to your brain. When the fluid pressure inside the eye, called intraocular pressure, gets too high, it starts to harm those delicate nerve fibers. The loss begins at the edges of your vision. You might bump into things or miss details off to the side, and gradually narrows your sight without you noticing. Without early detection, the damage continues silently until it's too late. After 60, the risk rises sharply, even if you've always had good eyesight. As the tiny drainage canals in the eyes age, they work less efficiently, causing fluid buildup that raises pressure and strains the optic nerve. According to the National Eye Institute, older adults, especially those with diabetes, high blood pressure, or a family history of glaucoma, face higher risk. People of African, Asian, and Hispanic descent are also more vulnerable. That's why routine glaucoma screening is essential, not optional. Think of your eyes like your car's engine. You wouldn't skip maintenance for years. Comprehensive eye exams with an intraocular pressure test, optic nerve imaging, and visual field testing can detect glaucoma early, giving you and your doctor time to act before it harms your vision. The danger is that glaucoma feels invisible. Most people have no symptoms until significant damage is done. Studies show that by the time vision loss is noticed, much of the optic nerve is already affected. Early detection remains the best defense. If you're over 60, skipping your exams is a gamble you don't want to take. So if you've reached that milestone, consider this your reminder. Glaucoma doesn't announce itself, it moves quietly. Stay proactive, schedule your tests, and protect the vision that lets you see life's best moments, from your grandchild's smile to your favorite show. Now, let's explore the first and most important tool for detecting glaucoma early, the intraocular pressure test. Test number 1, intraocular pressure measurement, tonometry/IOP test. The intraocular pressure test sounds complicated, but it's actually quick, painless, and one of the easiest ways to protect your vision. Think of it as a blood pressure check for your eyes. Instead of a cuff, a small device measures the pressure of the fluid inside your eye, the intraocular pressure. When that pressure gets too high, it can squeeze the optic nerve and cause lasting damage. Because glaucoma prevention depends on spotting these pressure changes early, this simple test is one of the most powerful tools in senior eye care. The most trusted method is called Goldmann applanation tonometry. Your doctor applies a numbing drop, then gently touches the cornea with a small probe that measures pressure precisely. The whole process takes seconds. Some clinics use the familiar air puff test or handheld devices, all designed to catch abnormal pressure before it harms your optic nerve. But here's what many people don't realize. A normal reading doesn't always mean your eyes are safe. Some develop glaucoma even with normal pressure. That's normal tension glaucoma. Others live with higher pressure and never lose vision. It's like cholesterol. You can feel fine, yet silent damage may still be happening. That's why this test is just one piece of a complete glaucoma screening, alongside optic nerve imaging and visual field testing. If your pressure is above 21 millimeters of mercury, your doctor might order more tests or start preventive drops. Studies show that treating ocular hypertension early greatly reduces future glaucoma risk. Real prevention in action. Here's a simple habit. Always ask for your exact pressure numbers and record them. Track them over time. Pressure can fluctuate throughout the day. If your readings trend upward, your doctor can adjust your plan early. Corneal thickness also affects results. Thinner corneas can make pressure look lower than it is, which is why a quick pachymetry test often goes with tonometry. And here's the best part. It takes less than 5 minutes, doesn't hurt, and could literally save your vision. Catching small changes now keeps your optic nerve healthy for years to come. Now let's go a little deeper and look at what's happening behind the scenes, inside the optic nerve itself. Test number 2, optic nerve/retinal imaging, OCT, fundus photography, RNFL. If the pressure test hints something might be off, optic nerve imaging shows the full picture. This test lets doctors see the delicate fibers that carry visual signals from your eyes to your brain. It's like a high-definition snapshot of your optic nerve, revealing details invisible to the naked eye. For anyone serious about glaucoma prevention or eye health after 60, this test is invaluable. The most common tool is optical coherence tomography, OCT, a scan that uses light waves instead of sound to capture cross-sectional images of the retina and optic nerve. It measures the retinal nerve fiber layer, RNFL, and ganglion cell complex, GCC, areas that show early signs of glaucoma before you notice any vision loss. Other tools, like fundus photography or scanning laser imaging, work similarly, detecting small notches or thinning that reveal early nerve damage. Here's why it's a game changer. These scans often detect damage years before it affects your sight. That gives doctors time to start treatment early and preserve your vision. Each scan becomes a snapshot in time, so by comparing new images to your baseline, your doctor can catch changes long before symptoms appear. Still, no machine is perfect. Results can vary if you blink or move, and some people naturally have thinner nerves. That's why experienced doctors look beyond color-coded maps, analyzing the raw scans and trends over time. Ask your doctor about your RNFL thickness, whether both eyes are symmetrical, and if anything has changed since your last scan. Keep copies of your scans. They're your eye's health record. And here's something fascinating. Artificial intelligence now helps analyze these images, spotting risk patterns faster than ever. What used to take years to detect can now be flagged in seconds. So next time you sit for an imaging test, remember, it's not just taking a photo, it's mapping your vision's future. But seeing structure is only half the story. To truly understand how glaucoma affects your sight, we need to measure how well you actually see, and that's where the visual field test comes in. Test number 3, visual field testing, perimetry. Try this. Cover one eye and look straight ahead. How much can you see at the edges? That's your visual field, and it's the first area glaucoma tends to steal. Visual field testing, or perimetry, checks how wide and sensitive your sight truly is. During the test, you'll look at a small point inside a dome and press a button whenever you see tiny flashes of light. It's simple but incredibly revealing. The Humphrey Visual Field Analyzer, the most common device, maps how your eyes respond to light across dozens of points, pinpointing early signs of optic nerve stress before you notice any vision loss. Your first test might feel strange. You'll miss some flashes, blink at the wrong time. That's normal. Accuracy improves after the first few tries because your brain learns what to expect. Repeating the test regularly gives doctors the consistency they need to catch subtle trends in senior eye care. What makes this test essential is the way it reveals patterns, small blind spots or arcs that show how glaucoma may be progressing. When compared with your imaging results, it helps your doctor decide whether treatment is working or needs adjusting. It's the perfect balance between structure and function, the two sides of glaucoma detection. To get the best results, go in rested, hydrated, and calm. Avoid caffeine before testing and take breaks if needed. This helps reduce fatigue, which can cause false readings. Think of it as your eyesight's performance check. It's how doctors catch changes before they affect your life, like missing a step, a curb, or a face in the crowd. Together with the other two tests, it completes the picture of your glaucoma prevention plan. How often to get these tests? When it comes to glaucoma prevention, timing is everything. You can have the best doctor and technology, but if you're not getting tested regularly, you're still taking a risk. After 60, your eyes deserve a maintenance schedule, just like your car or your dental cleanings. Routine checkups are the rhythm that keeps your vision protected. Think of your eye health as an ongoing story, not a one-time event. A single pressure test or nerve scan is only a snapshot, while glaucoma changes quietly over time. The key is consistency. Start with a comprehensive eye exam around age 60, or earlier if you have risk factors. That visit creates your baseline for pressure levels, optic nerve structure, and visual field results, which future exams will be compared against to spot even small changes. For most adults over 65 without risk factors, testing every 1 to 2 years works well. But if you have ocular hypertension, diabetes, thin corneas, or a family history of glaucoma, or if you're of African, Asian, or Hispanic descent, every 6 to 12 months is best. It's a small effort with huge benefits, catching optic nerve changes before symptoms appear. Here's a quick example. At 62, your exam looks perfect, so you skip the next one because your vision feels fine. By 66, you start noticing glare at night or missing details while reading, signs that early nerve damage has been progressing unnoticed. Regular testing would have caught it early. Staying consistent isn't about fear, it's about staying in control. Don't rely only on clinic reminders. Mark your exams on your own calendar and treat them like family events, because your vision affects every family moment. Even if your results are normal, keep going. Normal today doesn't guarantee normal next year. Research shows that sometimes only one test, pressure, imaging, or field, shows change first. Missing even one exam could delay detection for years. So never skip your eye exams, even when your sight feels fine. They're not just checkups, they're your early warning system and your promise of lifelong clarity. Once you've locked in your testing routine, the next step is learning how to interpret your results and take action. What to do after the tests. So you've completed your intraocular pressure test, optic nerve imaging, and visual field test. You've sat through the bright lights and the air puff. Now comes the most important part, understanding what the results mean. Because numbers alone don't protect your eyes, knowing how to act on them does. If everything comes back normal, that's great news, but don't get too comfortable. Normal just means your eyes look healthy for now. Glaucoma prevention isn't a one-time task, it's lifelong maintenance. Stay consistent with your testing schedule, even when your eyes feel fine. If one of your results looks slightly off, like higher pressure or mild nerve thinning, don't panic. It doesn't automatically mean you have glaucoma. Your doctor may repeat the test or monitor you more closely to look for trends over time. Each exam adds another clue, helping create a complete picture of your eye health after 60. If multiple tests raise red flags, say, thinning nerve fibers and blind spots on your field test, your doctor may diagnose you as a glaucoma suspect or start early treatment. The good news is that glaucoma caught early is manageable. Most people begin with prescription eye drops that lower pressure and protect the optic nerve. Others may need laser therapy or minor surgery, both highly effective at preventing vision loss. Before leaving your appointment, always know your numbers. Ask your doctor how your pressure and scans compare to last year, and keep copies of your results. Tracking them helps you see progress and spot changes early. Your daily habits matter too. Keeping blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar in check supports optic nerve health. Stay active with light exercise like walking, swimming, or yoga, and eat plenty of leafy greens, fish, and antioxidant-rich foods. Stay hydrated, and avoid exercises or activities that strain the eyes. Most importantly, stick to your routine. Skipping drops or missing follow-ups may seem harmless, but glaucoma never takes breaks. Staying consistent isn't just discipline, it's self-care. Every appointment, every test, and every drop you take helps protect the vision that connects you to the people and moments you love. You've just discovered the 3 essential tests that can protect your vision after 60: the intraocular pressure test, optic nerve imaging, and visual field testing. Together, they form your strongest defense against optic nerve damage and permanent vision loss. But now it's your turn to take action. When was your last eye exam? Have you ever asked your doctor specifically about these tests? Those simple questions could make all the difference. Acting today means protecting your independence, your freedom, and every beautiful detail you see each day. If this video helped you understand your eyes a little better, don't keep it to yourself. Click the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you can keep learning practical ways to stay healthy, strong, and independent after 60. And before you go, don't stop here. The next video on your screen is filled with powerful science-backed tips to help you protect not just your vision, but your entire well-being. Because when it comes to your health, knowledge isn't just power, it's prevention. And taking that first small step today could change the way you see the world for years to come.